Discarded and punished for speaking up on intimate boundary. What do you think? Let me tell you about an awful dating experience I had. I met a German guy in Berlin. 3 weeks later, he came to see me in Budapest, and I slept with him. After it was going on for a while, and I had already climaxed, I said to him, "Hey, I need a minute." He didn't stop. When I later asked him, calmly and with curiosity, about why he didn't stop when I said that, he first replied that he just wanted to keep the connection. Hearing that, I felt a little strange, but still unalarmed. Giving him the benefit of the doubt, I said it's important he prioritizes what I communicate in bed over his need in the future. He began to get visibly upset and went on to tell me that "I need a minute" is not clear what it might mean. I told him, "For the future, do know that it means to stop and lie down next to me." He kept on going with upset righteousness. "Yeah, okay, but it really could have meant anything, like keep going or leave the room and never touch me again." This was the moment when something shifted in me, and I realized something about this interaction does not feel safe anymore. I noticed that instead of receiving a warm reassurance or simple sorry, he was trivializing the situation, making himself out to be the one who got wronged by me. While I was the one whose physical boundary was crossed and was still graceful about it, I was suddenly in a position where I had to get defensive to make myself heard. I replied, "No, you don't understand. This is very important." To this, he jumped up from the bed and began raging at me. He said I was making him feel like he raped me, and that's a terrible thing to do. Without realizing, he just flipped the script. I felt bad and began pleading, telling him no, he didn't do that, and I loved making love to him. It's just that I wanted to have a discussion, but things kept escalating, and by this stage, he was comparing me to his exes in complete disappointment. I tried to ask him to speak more calmly, as I was feeling uncomfortable and scared, to which he got even more angry. "You cannot tell me what I can and cannot do." As he continued his rant, he ended things with me saying we should not continue seeing each other. Powerless over the sudden escalation, I ran into the bathroom to breathe. As I came out still naked, having just shared my body with him minutes before, he stormed out of the hotel room, and that's the last I saw him. In the hours that followed, he refused to pick up the phone or reply to my messages. I later found out that while he left me there in distress, discarded, and traumatized, looking for him everywhere, he went down to the spa to relax. I left the hotel after about 2 hours of not hearing from him. Later in a call, I found out he wanted to punish me for making him feel triggered. He said just like you needed a minute, he needed time to think, and now I should experience how vague that is, and that I can't just do whatever I want. Also, I should have known that eventually he would have come back since it was his hotel room. It didn't even cross his mind how sadistic it is to punish me for my sexual boundaries, for my speaking on them, for him not only thinking he is the victim, but to want to have vengeance on me, and that he is entitled to my time waiting for him after having been humiliated, discarded, and abandoned. The shock to my system was a traumatic kind. It left me ruminating a lot, as he really tried to balm me for all of it, saying it is my communication style that triggers him, and that is why he is longer interested in me. At the time, the situation put me in a fawning state, but I wish I had told him what a horrible man he is and that this is no way to treat a woman. But a part of me felt like confronting him like that will invite more vitriol, so I didn't want more hurt out of this. A part of me hopes he knows what he did was disgusting, especially leaving me ruminating whether it's my fault. Bekashu, I need a minute waist clear enough.